these standards of beauty that we've put for ourselves, that you're supposed to be looking good all the time, you know, people need to know that we have our bad days and we look really crappy and we have to put on a lot of makeup to be able to look great in front of the camera. So you don't have all good days. It can come across very negative, and you because all the sympathy and you feel so much for the guy, for Shankar, that you can feel like you hate her. I'm too strong-headed to not say. It bothers me if something's bothering me, I have to say it out. So I'm that personality, the irritating kind sometimes, who has to solve every issue and say everything that she's feeling then and there. I may not even sugarcoat it. I'm learning. So I asked Anand sir, इसको कब प्यार हुआ उससे?
हाँ, कब?
But the thing is ना, हम फिल्म देख के बड़े क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं. लाइफ में हमें कभी पता नहीं चलता कि एक्चुअली कब प्यार हुआ.
I like the fact that you didn't want to be with a person like this, Kriti.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. But when I was reading, at times I would be like, "ये क्यों नहीं बोल रही है?" I believe in gender equality. It's something that, when it's not there, it kind of really bothers me. And it's something that I've always stood up for in general. That's my only advice to young girls, to kind of be as real and as raw as you can.
Hello everybody, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Spotlight Sessions podcast. ये वही जगह है जहाँ आपके favorite celebrities को हम बुलाते हैं, उनके journeys को celebrate करते हैं, and we talk a little more about who they are. The guest today is so special, known her for years now, and the phenomenal growth as an actor that we all can see is commendable. She's worked on herself, a complete outsider who came and not just made her space here, she owned it. And today, not just a leading actor, she's so much more. A booming producer, an entrepreneur, and so much more. I am so proud of Kriti Sanan and so happy that she's here. Thank you for doing this, Kriti.
Thank you. That's so sweet.
But
I always look forward to your intros. And I'm blushing and grinning when you're talking.
But it is. What a phenomenal growth, Kriti. The reason why I keep saying outsider is because you didn't come prepared to belong to this world. But today you've owned your space. And I think for women, owning their space also takes time, because always we are not taught to own the spaces, own the rooms that we walk into. So today I know you're a different person, but yahan tak ki journey, this confident person who's only grown, I want to understand how that has happened.
This confident person was never confident. Let me just say that first. I have been a very shy kid. I had stage fright. For the longest time, even today, when I'm just about to go on stage, I feel that nervousness, and I feel the shy kid sometimes kind of peeps in and is there somewhere inside me. I think I've sort of gotten confident with time by doing more, by working more, by trying to get better at what I do. Success also makes you a little more confident. And when you sort of believe in what you're doing and you're part of the job and you're giving 100%, I think that also somewhere helps. So yeah, it's been a journey to become confident.
But before I start and ask you questions further, I have something that I want you to hear.
Okay. Interesting.
Hi, Krits.
I was thinking it's her.
क्या बोलूं? I always get stuck whenever someone asks me to, talk about you, because there's just so much. But I'm just going to talk about the latest feeling in me, because I've just recently watched your most phenomenal performance in Tere Ishq Mein as Mukti. And I remember going out of the hall with this feeling that ये पहली फिल्म है जिसमें मुझे लगा ही नहीं कि ये मेरी बहन है, मतलब वरना मुझे याद है कि अभी तक की कोई भी फिल्म होती है, नेक्स्ट डे हम लोग मॉर्निंग में चाय सेशन पे बैठते हैं, यू मी मॉम डैड, and while we obviously tell you what was amazing in your performances, but हम ये भी बता देते हैं कि ये वाला पोर्शन थोड़ा सा वीक लग रहा था, या ये वाला तो मुझे पता है कि मैं तुझे हमेशा ऐसे बोलती थी कि इस पार्ट में मुझे ऐसे तो मुझे लग गया था कि ये कृति है, ज़्यादा लाइक थोड़ी आउट ऑफ कैरेक्टर, मुझे पता चल जाता है क्योंकि तेरे जो बेसिक नुआंसेस हैं छोटे छोटे विच पीपल डोंट नो बट आई नो, तो मुझे दिख जाता है कि कहाँ उस सीन में तू उतनी, वो मुझे जब कृति दिख जाती है तो मुझे पता चल जाता है कि मे बी दैट सीन कुड हैव बीन बेटर। एंड आज तक टिल डेट इस फिल्म से पहले ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ है जब मुझे ऐसा फील नहीं हुआ कि थोड़े से पोर्शन में जब तू कृति मुझे दिखी हो। बट इस पूरी फिल्म में मुझे सिर्फ मुक्ति दिखी। So I just want to say that I am so proud of you. I'm so proud that apart from all the all the things that you're doing in general, like great great dance, great I always tell you that you're amazing at interviews, the way you talk, as an entrepreneur, what you're doing for Hyphen, as a producer, how you've started a production house, everything, while doing so many small actually क्यों बोल रही हूँ मैं, while doing so many big things in your life, which जो एक इंसान normally एक ही चीज़ कर पाता है, तो पता नहीं कैसे ये सब करने के साथ साथ अपनी एक्टिंग दिन ब दिन इतने नॉचेस हायर करती जा रही है। I'm just so proud of you, and I love you the most. And I just want to say one thing, that take a breath, live this moment. You deserve to sometimes in life slow down a little bit, and just sink in that happiness that you deserve. बहुत मेहनत करती है, एंड एज अ सिस्टर समटाइम्स आई फील कि मतलब मुझे तेरी थोड़ी चिंता होती है, दैट्स इट, कि थोड़ा थोड़ा रेस्ट ले ले, थोड़ा एक कहीं घूमने चले जा थोड़ा, बिकॉज आई समटाइम्स सी दैट immense stress on you in terms of your body pains, in terms of your just like if you're being cranky, I realize that you are super stressed because something's coming up. How hectic you are during promotions because there's so much happening, how much you're training for your upcoming projects. So yeah, just take a breather in between. You deserve it. I love you the most.
Oh, that is so sweet.
तो तुरंत इसके बाद नुपुर's like मैं बह गई, it was a 4-minute thing. मैंने कहा, and in my head I'm like I will play the entire 4-minute, because this is something that I think a lot of people who know you feel that also about you. एक तो बहुत प्यारा था when she said that चिंता होती है, it reminds me of my sister when she says that, and I think it must be special to hear and kind of how she feels about your journey also.
No, of course it is special, and when she watched the film, she also posted the same. She told me the same thing, and it's beautiful when your family especially says that they did not see you in the character, because they are the ones who know you in and out.
Yeah.
They know every expression of mine. They know how I react as Kriti, and if they could not see me, that's very rare, because कहीं ना कहीं as characters हम थोड़ा बहुत खुद को डाल ही देते हैं,
बिल्कुल.
So that was a big thing for me when she said that, because yes, like she said, we have this completely honest review happening of every film every time, and I love that, honestly. So that was a big deal when she said that. And yes, she's saying take a breather, because I've really been very hectic, not complaining at all, because again, I've said this before, I just recently, and hota hai na, I think social media somewhere knows कि आपके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है, आपको क्या देखना है उस टाइम पे, because I was feeling extremely hectic and I saw this quote that I also reposted, that what a beautiful privilege it is to be exhausted of something that you actually begged the universe for. So, yeah, not complaining.
No, of course you shouldn't complain, but I feel like it was such a real moment for you to say, थोड़ा थम जाओ, live this moment, you know, take that moment to
Yeah.
celebrate yourself. Are you doing that? क्योंकि इतने सारे माइलस्टोन हो रहे हैं. Of course, you know, मूवी अच्छी चल रही है, उसके बाद बिजनेस बहुत अच्छा चल रहा है, बट somehow because you are building a kingdom ना, मैं कहूँगी इसको, एक खुद का एक kingdom जो build हो रहा है उसमें वक्त लगता है. And you're doing it, of course you have help, but you are at it. वक्त मिल रहा है खुद को सेलिब्रेट करने का, कहती है.
अभी तो नहीं मिल रहा है. आई थिंक न्यू ईयर ब्रेक जो है वो थोड़ा बहुत, जो भी हफ्ता 10 दिन मिलेंगे मुझे, इट्स समथिंग दैट आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू, बिकॉज yeah, it's true. I feel like when life's on a roll, and it happens, I feel like in my profession where कभी वक्त होता है तो बहुत होता है, और कभी नहीं होता है तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं होता है. So अगर मुझे सोने का वक्त नहीं मिल रहा है, मतलब मुझे किसी चीज़ का वक्त नहीं मिल रहा है, because that's something that I love sleeping, and I feel like I get cranky when I don't sleep. And right now I am sleep deprived. In the last 1 month, the number of flights that I've taken, people have, like my close people have been like, I'm only seeing you at the airport. Like, what is going on?
You just came back from Red Sea, we were discussing it.
Yeah, I just came back from Red Sea. Then I was promoting Tirishme, I was shooting for Cocktail. So it's been very in and out, but I think it's a great time because I am doing what I love, and the film has received such amazing response and so much love. And this film was such an important film, not only because it's probably my most layered character, and finally doing a deep, passionate love story that I've always craved for, but also I feel like it's a very gutsy film. You know, when you don't try and go with a formula and try and go safe, not with your characters, not with your scenes, not with the length, anything. You know, when you try and really go with all honesty of the film, and that's what Anand sir has done, I feel. He's been fearless with this one. And when something like that receives a lot of love, then it kind of gives you that confidence that, yeah, why do you have to follow a pattern? You know, why do you have to follow a norm? There is no formula to a successful film. If you make something with all honesty, and if you give it your 200%, and if the story is good, if it connects, it connects.
So we are going to go in and out of Kriti's journey, but of course I want to dissect तेरे इश्क में. So today I थोड़ी फुर्सत में करेंगे, but you know it's going to be so interesting to do this with you. Like I was telling you, I thought you were so cinematic in your performance. To make people understand what I meant is that besides the fact that Anand sir has put in that kind of lighting and done the kind of frames that he wants to, but there is that ability to hold on and have that screen presence that has only increased. And it is so prevalent in this particular film. From the scenes that you're emotional in, to see the kind of investment you must have done to bring yourself to this level of acting. How did you understand this character? क्योंकि वो बहुत complicated है. क्योंकि थोड़ा बहुत स्पॉयलर्स होगा, ज़्यादा नहीं, क्योंकि हॉल में देखना पड़ेगा. अगर ज़्यादा हम कोशिश करेंगे कि हम नहीं दे इस इंटरव्यू में. But the premise itself, which was not there in the trailer, is that she is a psychology student who is trying to work on what is the cause of violence and violent behavior, which is not really done. You see toxic masculinity on screen, but you never see it being flipped. I want to understand how you tried to peel her, because आसान तो था नहीं.
So I feel Mukti's character, yes, she's very layered, but what is interesting is that if you read the script, just read it, it can come across very negative. And you know, because all the sympathy and you feel so much for the guy, for Shankar. that you can feel like you hate her, you know. And I feel whenever I used to talk to Anand sir about any scene, I would just feel different. The way he would explain the same scene that I was reading. So I
interesting.
realized that a lot of Mukti was in his head. And in his head, she didn't feel negative. In his head, she felt human. And you could understand her, you could empathize with her, you could also see her perspective, you know, and not everything was spoken when it came to Mukti. She's not like Shankar's character, I feel like, of course, I feel is very orthoback also. There's a lot of leading scenes, there are a lot of dialogues, there's a lot of masti, there's a lot of like, you know, that activeness. But he is who he is, inside and outside. उसको गुस्सा आता है वो दिखा देता है, उसको प्यार आता है वो बोल देता है, उसको मस्ती चढ़ी है तो वो मस्ती करता है, वो जैसा
खुला
है जैसा बाहर है वैसा अंदर है. मुक्ति का कैरेक्टर जो है वो बहुत बार जो कर रही है या बोल रही है और जो एक्चुअली फील कर रही है वो बहुत पोल्स अपार्ट है.
बिल्कुल.
You know, and yes, she's into psychology, she's a psychology student, and she genuinely, I mean, you have to also put yourself back into being in college, where you think you know a lot,
Yeah.
but you don't at times. You're also very naive. There's a certain innocence, you know, even when she's manipulating him and saying, you know, मैं काम समझ के कर रही हूँ, तुम प्यार समझ के कर लो. In that manipulation also, there's a certain innocence in her, you know, which I always had in mind. And I used to tell Anand sir, मैं ये role ऐसा है आपके दिमाग में मुक्ति, I can't really prep for this that much. I'm going to really surrender and I want to go with the flow and find her with you. Only one thing I know, no matter what, her heart is pure.
Yeah.
She's empathetic. She would never want to hurt anyone intentionally. You know, she cares and cares a lot sometimes.
But it makes sense you said about the innocent thing, because even when she's asking him, you know, the character ki tum aao, you know, a room mein, you want to have fun, na? I'll give you fun. She's not really trying to seduce him. She does that because she knows the safe space कि वो कुछ नहीं करेगा.
Oh my God, that's actually the point.
उसको पता है वो.
A lot of people don't get that.
She's
but
not trying to.
yeah.
She's really not trying to use her sexuality. I know उसका dialogue ऐसा था कि तुमने तो, but that is why she rolls her eyes, because she's like, जितना भी तुम कर लो,
Yeah.
मैं उस रूम में गई इसलिए क्योंकि मुझे पता था कि तुम एक सेफ स्पेस हो. Am I wrong in saying?
And I knew that he's not going to do anything.
That's what I'm saying. Safe कुछ नहीं
That's
करेगा
why
वो.
when she's
बातें
saying ना
ज़्यादा
कि fun चाहिए था ना, कर ना fun. It's almost sarcastic.
And you are not, I don't think you've ever used the sexuality of the character कि you are seducing him. No, you rightly said. वो था ही नहीं वो. Honestly, I did not hate her. I actually felt bad for her.
No, also when he says कि fun चाहिए, there's a moment she takes to kind of even understand where this character is going. What is
Yeah.
he saying? Oh, he really means this. And then she decides what she's going to do. And she says, चल करते हैं.
हाँ.
I'll give you fun. चल, first you do this.
Yeah.
You know, so it's almost like a little bit of a teacher or you know, someone who's trying to teach this guy something. And she knows him in and out.
She's tried to fix something that probably cannot be fixed. But that's a lot of women in real life.
True.
Women are looking at men thinking, I can change him. This is most women. What it is true, isn't it?
See, I
not
don't-
all women. I'm
Yeah.
saying a lot of women.
Yeah. When I sense there's a trauma with the mother, I don't really know what it is.
Yeah.
But you see her sort of underlining that
Of
this
course.
is there. He finally says it after the thesis is completed, but she knows that something is there, which is the cause or the underlying cause of this. And she believes in good. She believes कि वो actually इसको change कर सकती है.
हाँ, that is the naive part of it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say? And
Yeah.
like you
She
said.
believes कि मैं violence हटा सकती हूँ. वो खाली बोल नहीं रही, वो बहुत उसको genuinely violence नहीं पसंद है. उसको genuinely लगता है कि यार अगर ये हट जाए दुनिया से तो क्या दुनिया होगी.
See, I know creative liberty is ली गई. Obviously, it's a cinema. But I also feel like there are moments जहाँ पे for a change, the entire thing of men refusing to accept being rejected, the topics of constantly saying that I am telling you in the beginning that I am not in love with you.
Yeah.
you keep your emotions at bay. So this is not giving consent. Like if you are in love, your expectation of the other person to love you back is your problem.
Yeah.
Baba, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not the other person's problem. And this is a topic I wanted to discuss is because बहुत सारे time में, and I feel like men feel because a woman is being nice and friendly to you, this is accepted that she is reciprocating.
Yeah.
And that's why they say things like इसने मुझे use किया और मैं, but उसने पहले ही बोला मैं use करना चाहती हूँ तुमको.
हाँ, वो तो सीरियसली अपना काम कर रही थी ना.
हाँ.
कभी बोला उसने कि वो प्यार करती है तुमसे?
Yeah.
कभी नहीं बोला. कभी उसने तुम्हारा हाथ वैसे पकड़ा जैसे पकड़ना होता है. The thing is that sometimes we also see things we want to see.
Yeah.
So that is true, and I actually like that about this film, that it's not like she's just accepting and going with the aggressive nature of this guy, and you know, bitch जा रही है. नहीं.
हाँ.
She's pointing it out. She's rejecting him multiple times. She's
Yeah.
moving on with her life also till he
Yeah.
comes back.
Because which she later tells him that why would I wait for you? Like for her, she's a very practical person also.
Yeah.
She's like, but the reason why बोला गया था वो लाइन ताकि तुम ना कर पाओ और तुम अपनी लाइफ में मूव ऑन करो. एंड द पॉइंट वेयर शी मेक्स, वो जो सीन था ना, वो जब वो आता है वो छत पे, both of you are sitting, and you know I think it's brilliant from both sides. Dhanush is also phenomenal, you are phenomenal. I think it's a very difficult scene to watch. So I want to know your perspective. I'll tell you what is difficult for me also in the sense because she's trying to be understanding of the person who is literally destroying her life. बहुत मुश्किल होता है. You know, and maybe I feel that, I don't know, you'll have to explain. Is it because she's a psychology student that she's constantly okay with the torture that he's doing to her? It was almost angry because I almost get triggered because she goes for the neck and she's still telling the people, bahar raho, let me protect him. I mean, it's a lot. Were you asking these questions to Anandji? Because I'm like, you know, oh my God. Like,
So I asked Anand sir, इसको कब प्यार हुआ उससे?
हाँ, कब?
But the thing is ना, हम फिल्म देख के बड़े क्वेश्चन पूछते हैं. लाइफ में हमें कभी पता नहीं चलता कि एक्चुअली कब प्यार हुआ.
Fair.
You know, you never know that one moment because it starts with a connection. It starts with
Empathy here.
empathy. Also, it starts with just caring a lot about someone. You know, sometimes starts with friendship, which it became kind of a friendship. And sometimes you care a lot about that person, but mentally you feel, I can't live my life with this person. So you already start denying the love. And you already start telling yourself, ki, nahi, I care a lot about him. There's a difference between loving someone and being in love with someone. So I feel like Mukti did somewhere love him, that she always felt like she cares about him, because ऐसी लड़की ये कर सकती है कि 3 साल बाद भी वो आया है, उसे देख के डर गई, और जैसे ही वो पीछे गया उसके पहले दिमाग में आया कि that means he cleared the prelims. और इतनी खुशी होना कि आप हंस भी रहे हो, आप रो भी रहे हो उसका रिजल्ट देख के.
और
क्यों? When he comes back after 3 years,
yeah.
you know, she gets shocked, but then she runs inside, checks his result, and actually feels happy and proud and overwhelmed. Then in front of her family, her fiance, her father, 10,000 people there, her main motive is, I want to stop him. I want to hold him. She hugs him and she says, don't do this, because if cops come here, you won't be able to become an IAS. इतनी चिंता अगर आपको किसी की है तो फिर कुछ तो है.
So you think that was the moment you felt like she was already...
Yeah, she really cared about him and she had a connection. I think she was in denial for a very long time. She was practical enough to know that this is not the kind of guy she wants to live her life with. You know, he can't be a life partner, is what she...
Because he's so violent.
Yeah, I mean, what kind of a life partner do most
Yeah.
women want? At least the kind who they feel safe with.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel वो जो line है कि लड़कियाँ ना समझदार हो जाती है मोहब्बत में, वो ये है क्योंकि I feel लड़के प्यार में हैं तो प्यार में हैं. मैं मतलब I'll do anything for you, I'll burn the city. But when women actually fall in love, there's a part of them that's also like already gone to marriage and the whole life has been imagined.
You're planning.
You're imagining a life, and if you somewhere feel that you don't feel safe with this person, it's not an ideal life, you know. And I think sometimes we do use our brain for it, so we are sometimes conflicted between our heart and between our brain very often.
Of course.
And I think that's the beauty of Mukti, because she is humanly conflicted, you know. When she went on that terrace scene at the end, and I found that so beautiful. She says, यहाँ से मत जा, वहाँ पुलिस है. And he says, तुझे फर्क पड़ता है? And she looks at him and says, नहीं. And जैसे ही वो पिटना चालू होता है, she breaks down.
Yeah.
तो फर्क तो पड़ता है. तो आधा टाइम वो जो बोल रही है और वो एक्चुअली जो फील कर रही है वो बहुत अलग है.
नहीं, of course. The reason I'm asking this question also because obviously you are absolutely different as a person. So am I from this character. But that is the beauty of acting. कि आप ऐसे किरदार करो जो flawed है, जो कभी कभी समझ में नहीं आते. And honestly, I feel, Kriti, it is that it's a tricky character to play. Very tricky. यहाँ से कभी तुमको लगेगा कि यार तुम क्या कर रही हो. But I think the way you played it is why I feel like I didn't hate her. You made her so human and understanding. I think it's the way you played her, Kriti. I'll be very honest to you. I don't know. I would have felt
on
it different.
on paper, even I used to not like her sometimes. When I was reading, at times I would be like, ये क्यों नहीं बोल रही है?
हाँ.
You know, बता देना उसे बेचारा.
कि बोल दो कि-
बेचारा.
हाँ.
You know, your empathy, your sympathy, everything goes to the guy's character because you feel bad for him. You know, and he's doing whatever he's doing in love. So sometimes we connect to the love emotion so much that we overlook everything. But with the female character, I on paper was very like, even I wasn't liking her. But every time I used to talk to Anand sir about the same scenes, the way he would talk about the scene and the way he would look at Mukti made me not hate her, you know, made me understand her better. So that was one of the reasons why I told Anand sir, I said, I'm surrendering to you because more than half the Mukti is in your head. So it's something that I need to find on set. I can't prepare for this girl. All I know is that she has a very pure heart.
बहुत बार ना जब हम फिल्में करते हैं, you've been so many years in this industry, there is a certain amount of security that you hope your co-actor has. But that's not the case every time. I feel like this movie on paper might feel like Tere Ishq Mein, so obviously it will be around him. I feel like there was a balance in, of course, with Anand sir and you.
You know,
and,
it is so funny.
Am I saying something wrong?
No, it's so funny because when I read the film for the first time, and my first reaction was, this is a guy's film. Because he has all the punches, he's in love, madly in
100%.
love, so much to show, blah, blah, blah. Dhanush, on the other hand, also was like telling Anand sir, but this is a girl's film. That's the beauty of the script because it's so well written and these two characters are so poles apart and so beautifully written in their own space, balancing each other out and still making each other complete.
I can tell you there are very few actors who I mean, I'll come back to my first question, but she said it, who also is okay to discuss about the films. Like, I'm having the most honest chat with her on this, right? And it is not because I know her for years. I can actually tell her, she knows. I think I'm among those people.
You've always been honest. Yeah.
But it is true that what you have done with the film is why I find her likable. And there is no two bones about it. And what Dhanush has done with his character. What a problematic man.
Yeah.
But it is the honesty and the grit with which he has pulled off the story. I want to understand. Of course, you have read, people are calling it toxic love. It is a little toxic.
हाँ, पर ये
at some level.
toxic, red flag, ये सब terms बहुत common भी हो गए हैं.
बहुत common हो गए. But when you read the conversations, and I show you do, it has generated conversations with you. Discuss तो हो रहा है.
हाँ, which is great. Debate is the best part of it, I feel. क्योंकि आप discuss कर रहे हो और आप at the end, you know, a lot of people are feeling like she's also right, but he's also right, but she's also wrong here, but he's also wrong here. You know, so it's your moral compass is not towards one person, which is great because human beings make mistakes. And, you know, every time you've done something wrong, if your heart is not wrong, you're not an evil person, and you've made a mistake, there's always a reason why you did what you did, which is an emotional reason or your own reason, you know, which is a perspective.
Yeah, which I think a lot of people want to know, that why did she give the bachcha to him?
There are so many reasons.
There were so many reasons also, because I think, like I said, she herself is a problematic character also. Now by the end of it, she has, I mean,
Yeah, trying to fix someone, she kind of
she's lost her way, na?
Yeah, she
वो तो
loses her
completely
way. She gets
loses her way.
destroyed in her own. You know, someone who's as empathetic as her and feels so much and cares so much. Imagine the kind of guilt that person would carry
Yeah,
if they feel unintentionally also
which
they've
is why.
destroyed someone's life and, you know, been responsible for someone's death, not knowingly, not intentionally, but they have. You know, so I feel like her guilt was very big.
I feel like the entire, to a fiance who that she marries out of choice, out of not her choice anymore, you know, out of functionality. To finally trying to have that baby when she's so ill is because जो उसने श्राप की तरह दिया, उसको लगता है उसको वो भुगतना चाहिए, is what I've understood.
You beautifully understood, huh? A lot.
अब I
No,
mean,
not everyone gets it.
उसको भुगतना है, उसको लगता है, उसने बोला है ना, ये मैं करना चाहती हूँ.
तेरा दिल कभी नहीं रख पाई, सोचा तेरी बात ही.
She's like,
Yeah.
maybe that's her penance.
Yeah, yeah.
कि मुझे ये है.
People who also, again I'm using the word, people who are very empathetic and compassionate have that much amount of guilt when they hurt someone. And I feel like Mukti, what the kind of guilt that she goes through, she believes that she deserves pain. She deserves, like when she even gets liver cirrhosis and वो एक you know, sonography report दिख रही है and all, and doctor के सामने वो cigarette जला के फेंक के आ रही है. It's almost like I wanted to die good. I deserve this.
She is given up way back.
She's dying. Her father's dying. The husband, in the first scene itself, she says that we need you. You cannot die on that damn boat.
Yeah.
You know, he may never come back. So, who's going to take care of this baby? And that for a mother is a very big deal. There is, firstly, till she gets that report, at least how I thought of it, I don't think Mukti even knows if Shankar is alive.
Yeah.
The kind of person he was, the kerosene and the petrol bomb and the anger and the rage after his father's death, the bruised, battered, the way he came to her last. She went to look for him, she didn't find him for days. In her head, he might have actually killed himself. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not alive, maybe he's died.
Yeah.
So to live with that and then to suddenly realize after years that the person is alive and now know where he is, she would go to meet him regardless, firstly. But now that she goes, he's the only person who she knows, who she can trust the baby with.
Yeah.
There's no one else who's ever loved her the way he did.
I like how you were saying, बच्चा आया कहाँ से? मैंने कहा आप लोग ने पूरी फिल्म नहीं देखी है. उन्हें वो बोल देती है. There is a scene also where she's taken.
Yeah.
So anyway, but and now there's so much more to talk about also, of course, about her whole journey. But I will wrap this by saying that I don't want a love story like this ever.
I mean, when you see a painting, you may see it differently, I may
I
see
agree.
it differently. And it's so beautiful.
I agree. So for me, I felt really bad for her, because to live with guilt for something that she was not even going to be a part of is the worst kind of punishment.
But that's also somewhere you can sense how much she loved.
Of course.
And sometimes you realize your love in the true sense once the person is gone. Very
Yeah.
often.
I was asking this question before we went into this conversation कि बहुत बार ना इंडस्ट्री में आपको ऐसे एक्टर्स चाहिए होते हैं जो आपको कोलैबोरेशन समझे, and you were giving the example of how, and it doesn't happen often. But I think, like, because, correct me if I'm wrong, I sense that he's also the secure actor who wouldn't say stuff like, iska scenes, you know, I should be the one focusing on, or, you
Not
know.
at all.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Not at all.
And, you know, secure enough to focus on his part, which gave you the opportunity to focus on yours, and that is why this happened. Otherwise, there are actors who would want it to be all about themselves, and I feel that is the reason why both of your chemistry comes out so beautifully.
No, he's a very secure actor and he's an incredible actor. He's someone who has a very strong hold on his craft. his eyes, I feel like, do magic. The way he just portrays every little emotion and the subtext of everything. In the climax, the way he, when I'm begging him and all, and he's getting angry at me and he's telling me on my face, "Mar ja, marna hai to." But when he's turning back, you see his love.
Yeah.
And that's something that's not written. That is something that you choose as an actor to do. So I feel that he's, yes, a very secure actor, a great actor, and someone who I really enjoyed collaborating with, because he also understands the fact that for any scene to work, both the characters need to work. So even what I'm doing, and we used to always, when we were blocking on the set, he would be like, okay, I feel like I want to do this and I want to go here, and maybe at this point I'll hold her, and then I would say what I felt, and we would genuinely, in the true sense, collaborate. He would also come to me, and we didn't know each other at all.
Yeah, of
So,
course.
and I mean, he doesn't open up that fast. So,
Man of few words.
Yeah, no, though he didn't take time to open up with me, I felt like it was really very gradual and very easy. And he said, I remember one day he just, obviously his and Anand sir's tuning was always there.
Yeah,
They've done like
course.
multiple films, so they knew what the other person was going to do. And one scene he said, I want to do like this, blah, blah, blah. Second day, he just came to me, he's like, listen, you tell me how you want to do it, I'll move around it. It was just comforting.
How nice.
And then you can discuss, you can actually make it even more special than what it is on paper, by just sort of collaborating in the true sense.
I would like to analyze this a bit and ask you, अब क्या आदत जब हो जाती है ऐसे collaborators की, and I think there has been multiple situations in your life or otherwise as actors that you go through, जब आपको पता होता कि इस बार मुझे ऐसा फील हुआ, सही नहीं लगा, मैं दोबारा मेरे साथ होने नहीं दूंगी, and I feel like you stood up to yourself, which I think a lot of us forget, and I feel that is why your choices and your films are working. अगर मैं एनालाइज करूँ इस चीज़ को, आप यू यूज टू ऑलवेज टेल मी दैट आई वॉन्ट टू स्टैंड अप फॉर माई सेल्फ, आई वॉन्ट टू डू इट, बट वो कहना और करने में देर इज़ अ जर्नी. Do you feel now you definitely want to make sure that when you're collaborating, when you're doing projects, you want to make sure that you are doing it with people who are not insecure, who the paraphernalia को जो चीज़ें होती है वो ज़रूरी नहीं होता है, काम ज़रूरी होता है, and for yourself you're also getting that kind of respect.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like I haven't actually worked with too many, very few maybe actors who are not as collaborative. I've been lucky enough, at least collaborative on set, I would say. So when it comes to the work and the film and the acting bit of it, they're very collaborative. But I'm also a very, I'm too strong-headed to not say. It bothers me if something's bothering me, I have to say it out. So I'm that personality, the irritating kind sometimes, who has to solve every issue and say everything that she's feeling then and there. I may not even sugarcoat it. I'm learning a better way of saying things at times. But yeah, I mean, I feel I want to work with good people. That makes a lot of difference. I feel that when you're working with good human beings and good people, there's good energy around. There's no negativity around. And I want to work with like good artists, actors who respect others, who respect what I also bring in, what the value that I add to the project. So yeah, I feel like you got to stand up for your own worth.
Which you have in many ways, and that is the, I think that, like you rightly in the beginning said, that all adds to the confident person that we see, na? Because we all have come from a place where we have not felt confident and not belong to rooms that we are. When people say that today you own every room that you walk into, Kruti, it sounds, I'm sure, nice, but it also must be taking you back to the places where you have not felt like you belong to. Isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
In the beginning?
I mean, see, also I think people's reaction to you changes with successes and failures. So I don't take everything like very seriously. I also know at times where I faked it and been pretended to be confident when I'm probably not. And I just feel like, yeah, I do know that the shy person who feels awkward in a filmy party is still there. It's not like she's vanished suddenly. She's very much a part of me. There are many times that I go back to my phone when I'm in places I can't have small talks and conversations. I'm not very social. I don't have too many friends. I can count my friends on my fingertips. So yeah, I'm still that awkward person, but I feel like I've gotten better. I can have a lot more conversations. I enjoy meaningful conversations. So I try and surround myself with those kind of people where I can.
I remember during the trailer launch, they asked like, "What is love to you?" And Dhanush went like, "It is
Overrated emotion.
Haan.
Yeah.
And you were going to let go of the thing, and then you looked at him saying, "Nahi."
Yeah, because I don't believe that.
But I also feel like, as an actor and someone who's building your world, not everybody, and especially women, the world is not really looking at you always with kindness. But you have to always move on. Cut the noise.
Yeah.
And go through it. And also protect what matters to you, whether it is your personal life or professional. They take a while to be good at it, because today I feel you're good at it. जितना दिखाना है, जितना आपको लगता है सही है आप करोगे, जितना आपको नहीं करना है, जो you've been this for a while, but today I feel like you're more at ease with what you're doing.
Yeah, but even today, I don't think that part of me has changed. I used to even say things what I wanted to say earlier, and there is a part of me that's also trying to filter at least what's coming from my head to my mouth. Yeah, what's coming out, the words that are coming out. There is always, because like you have parents, you have family. You don't want to say something that tomorrow they might not like, and also there's this moral policing that's happening always. But at the same time, I've always voiced what I feel. I believe in just being real. Where I want to give an opinion, I will give. Where I don't feel I need to give an opinion, I won't give.
Yeah.
And I think I'm organic, and I've always been that way. That's why our conversations have been so amazing and so long at times.
Yeah, because we don't plan anything.
Yeah, and I truly believe in love. Yeah, so with that reaction of nahi is me saying that no, everybody needs love, and it's not just romantically, but love for anything. Love, for your family, with your close people, with your friends, with the work that you do. Love is all we need.
Love is all we need. Listening to the conversation that Nupur sent me, I feel like it's also a journey when you look from her point of view. When she said that we will go back to a few characters that you have done, that you've always spoken about how it has changed you. You said Mimi, after doing Mimi, it did change you as a person. So I want you to take me through what changed and the timelines of these characters, which I think will help us how you've reached this stage till Mukti. Okay. Explain to me how Kriti was changing in her life while these characters were also changing her life in a way.
See, Bareilly was that first thing of, people, I can do this also. People had seen me in a certain zone, in slightly more glamorous zones. And I always say this, honestly, sometimes even when the film doesn't work, it gives you so much, which was Rabta, which happened just before Bareilly. And that changed the way I said dialogues, I feel. The way I delivered dialogues, for me, that changed in that film. There was, for the first time, a lot for me to do. I was playing two different characters. There was reincarnation. It was a very meaty part. And there was a certain quirk to the characters. And the way I was delivering dialogues kind of became more organic. Then when Bareilly happened, I was like, I can do something which is completely non-glamorous, which doesn't have the crutches of looking good and looking a certain way. And I loved picking a dialect. I loved it. I loved the rawness and the realness of Bitti Mishra. And I liked playing a character, which is, she doesn't talk like me. She doesn't walk like me.
Different world. Completely.
Yeah, completely different upbringing. So, going a little outside your comfort zone into what people don't expect from you was that. Mimi, I think, was just me being extremely hungry, somewhere knowing that I know I can do so much more, but it's not in front of me yet. And then that film came, and it gave me a lot of confidence. I always say that it opened up some blockages in me, whether it's an actor, whether it's a human being. Um, of course, a lot of confidence, but also a lot more maturity to my craft, where you're in every scene of the film. It's the like it's the film is based on your character and her journey.
It's your responsibility.
Understanding scenes of motherhood, pregnancy, something I'd never experienced. So I feel like it gave me wings, and I felt like I can fly, I can do a lot more. And now I want to do meaty parts. I think it made me hungry to do substantial, meaty roles that I could add value to. Teri Baaton Mein, I think, was not having a reference point at all, and it was a very different kind of a challenge. It made me go back to comedy and realize how much I love it.
And so good at it.
I just enjoy it, man.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun to do, and I think not having a reference point and playing a character that can very easily also look gimmicky and completely like if Sifra doesn't work, the film doesn't work.
I agree.
So having that challenge and being okay with the character not having emotions. As an actor, you crave for it.
Yeah.
I mean, when someone on set said, "Oh, you're going to be remembered for this performance," and I was like, "But she has no emotions. What performance?" I feel so suffocated and tied down in this character. But I mean, you are supposed to feel suffocated in a robot's body,
Yeah.
as a human being. So
course.
it's good. So I think I was okay with not having emotional scenes and emotions in general. Dramatic and being finding challenge in the simpler stuff. Not so simple though, but yeah. And Crew, I feel, was just me realizing that when it's a film about women, it doesn't always have to be serious.
Yeah.
You can have fun with it. You can have three women of different generations coming together, not having cat fights in the film, but actually doing something together in the film. And it's refreshing when a film like that works at the box office, does numbers, because it just gives you hope in the industry that more such content should be written.
And you're constantly told that हमको इतना पैसा इसलिए डालना क्योंकि female led films नहीं चलती
Yeah.
है. तो if you have those kind of films working when you sit in rooms, it becomes easier for you to say.
But that script actually could have been made with three men also, and the story would have been the same.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a very gender neutral film where it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman.
Yeah.
And that was great. Do Patti, I think there was another kind of challenge that I felt, which was of a double role, carrying so much baggage. Two girls who have been born and brought up together, are related by blood, go through one traumatic experience, and how two people take it so differently.
Yeah, and also the entire theme of violence. And
Yeah, the entire thing of violence and the fact that sometimes also creating opportunities when you don't have one in front of you.
yeah,
I think for me was also that.
You did
I
that.
wanted a challenge and I was not finding one, so I created it, and I wanted it to also have a part of me and something that I really felt for. So I chose the subject that I felt for. So you can tell stories that you really want to tell, and you shouldn't be scared. It's okay to be a newcomer in a field and not know everything and learn it. So I didn't know anything about being a producer. I'm still learning. I don't know yet also. But I feel like it's fine. At least take the leap, jump. That's what I felt. Mukti, I feel I'm a very prepared actor. I like being prepared. I'm the front bencher who does her homework and goes, who doesn't get sleep if her course is not finished. And for the first time, I think I did not prepare, broke my pattern, and took an absolute leap of surrendering to a world, to a director, and being more in the moment and going with the flow. And also being okay with not completely being morally right as a character.
Yeah.
You know, and still finding some sense of vulnerability and just being human. And being okay that the character's not right here or is morally wrong in this space.
Do you? But is it difficult to condition yourself? Because I know you as a person, you have your own ideologies and you're
And
very,
my moral compass is very strong.
and which is why we're all friends. Not because you have lived the life in the way and you have certain things that you want it to work by, which is only okay. But when you're playing a role like this, I want to know, how do you condition yourself to not look at it and be okay with it?
See, you can't judge the character that you're playing. So as
And
I
how do
said,
you not judge?
No, because you have to then find the reason of why she's doing what she's doing.
Empathize at some parts.
Empathize with her, understand her heart. Why has she not spoken in that room when she went to his house? And I used to keep asking Anand this question कि बोलती क्यों नहीं है, इतनी strong headed है, सब तो बोल रही है, डरती भी नहीं है उससे, तो यहाँ क्यों नहीं बोल रही? So he just said, you come to the house and see. And I went to the house and I saw that his father is sitting right in front of me. And I was like, but why can't he go aside, give us some space, go into a corner? He said, there are no corners in this house.
Yeah.
Where are the corners?
I think it's a class difference also, right? Like for her,
Class
it's a
difference is-
privilege. She's also very guilted
but-
with the
but
privilege that she has and she comes
That's
from.
true, but does she goes to his house to tell him something? Why is she going to his house? It's just too uncomfortable to be talking something like this to this this guy whose father is sitting right in front of me eating. I don't know what to say. How do I? It's awkward.
Yeah, what do
His
you tell
father's there. मैं कैसे बोलूँ? तो वो मैं कैसे बोलूँ is what became that scene.
And also the fear, like how will he react? Like he tells her, na, tu rejection seh pata, which she tells him.
Yeah.
You don't know what he's going to do right now.
So that she's also coming from seeing him in a certain space.
Of course.
And then she gets into a very intimate, you know.
वो खाना दे रहा है उसको, ये
Yeah,
वो.
you can't. So I feel that you have to find the reason why she didn't do what she should have. And I think that's the only way of understanding her heart eventually, you know. And why she called him home. She didn't know what else to do. She's a college student. She's not as mature as probably I am right now.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe she like didn't know what to do, so पापा संभाल लेंगे, होता है ना.
Yeah.
And उसे लगा कि उसको समझ में आ जाएगा उस टाइम पे. वो खड़ी अपने डैड के पीछे है, वो खड़ी लड़के के पीछे नहीं है. ये आपको ऑब्वियस दिख रहा है, हालांकि लड़के को नहीं दिख रहा है. बट जहाँ उसके डैड थोड़ा भी और रूड होते हैं, एक हाथ आता है. So you see that her intention is not wrong. So I think when in a story the character is not doing something which may be morally very right, you have to find some reason for her why she's doing that thing, and that makes her more human.
I'll have to talk about, take me through your prep of trying to do the emotional scenes. And I'm not saying you have to cry beautifully, okay? I'm just saying you are extremely beautiful when you're crying. I'm not saying that I don't like people when they're a mess, because you also, in Dopatti, you're completely opposite when you're crying. I'm just saying that. I like that also. But there is something very cinematic, which I keep saying. And explain to me how you've reached this stage, especially when you're trying to, when you're crying, we're also holding back. Very tricky, you know, because there's something very still about her, which I kept telling. जितना वो chaotic है, वो उतना खुद को रोकती है, and I feel, which is what Anand sir tried to show, the opposites in their characters.
Any particular scene you're talking about crying? Because there are many scenes that cry.
There are many scenes. The crying that she's talking to her fiance. So explain to me the different crying. You know, and explaining कि वो ऐसा है और तुम जानते नहीं हो उसको, हम लोग शादी कर लेते हैं, द पैनिक क्राइंग, टू हर जस्ट ड्रॉपिंग दैट thing when he comes and pours the thing, you know, the water over her, saying that.
You got to be honest and you got to really feel it. Because if you don't feel it ना, वो fake दिखता है. जहाँ हम करने की कोशिश कर रहे होते हैं ना कि यहाँ तो मुझे फूट-फूट के रोना चाहिए, पर आ ही नहीं रहा है. तो फिर नहीं रो फूट-फूट के. There are other ways of doing it. And I also feel that Anand sir kind of gives beautiful directions, and his directions are always very emotional. He is a pure emotional director. He directs every scene with emotion. When she's talking to her fiance, and I was actually going to play it very differently, where I felt like, because you know the stuff that she's saying कि उसने मुझे कहा कि या तो चूम ले मुझे या गोली मार दे या
गला घोट के
या छत से कूद जाते हैं. What is scary is कि मैं एक सेकंड के लिए मुझे लगा मैं तीनों कर सकती हूँ. Bizarre. It's bizarre what she's saying. It's so like poetic, but it's messed up.
Yeah.
And then she panics. In a way, she panics of not just of him, but also what she just confessed.
Yeah, I think you were fantastic in that scene.
Thank you. So I was going to play her not completely all there, you know. And Anand sir just came and said कि just be honest here. Don't think. This is the one scene where her vulnerability and her truth and her honesty is all laid out.
She's actually confessing kind of a thing.
Yeah.
I think to herself also.
To herself also. It's also trying to justify what you did. Finally saying something and justifying why she did what she did. So he was like, I just want to see her vulnerable. I want to see her very honest and very vulnerable. I want to just know her truth with the purest, in the purest form that she can. And that's why it's just like she's smoking a cigarette while she's talking. In between, she's trying to stop herself also. Then she's getting defensive also. Then she's sort of scared also at the end, you know. And yeah, so it had a lot of layers. Now there, it didn't make sense to just break down, for example.
Well put.
Whereas on the terrace scene,
she's slightly more dramatic there, of course, I feel, because there's too much happening. Like everything is like burning.
She's also, of course, she's hyper. So, you know, when you hyperventilate also, your breathing changes.
Of course.
When your breathing changes, the way you cry also changes.
Yeah.
So, so that energy is different. When she's hugging him and he's saying कि या तो गोली मार दे या तो कूद जाते हैं, नहीं तो, you know, and she can feel his burning and his pain.
Yeah.
And she breaks down on that she's helpless and she's not able to do anything about it. So I feel like it's really amazing as an actor when you get so many emotional scenes which have their own flavor and depth, and they all are not the same. You know, and I'm so glad that in this film there were so many of them.
Yeah. I always find you gorgeous, but you often get these compliments that, oh my God, she's stunning, she's beautiful. But for you also, it's been a journey, right? When you started out, not everybody told you the nicest things, but you did not let your confidence own it today. You are invested in a beauty brand, and you did that in understanding how it worked for you, and you encourage people around you to be who they are. In the industry, that's not always the case, right? In beauty, women are told to be a certain way, look a certain way. उनकी जो idea या standard of beauty है उसको follow करने के लिए कहा जाता है. Tell me, where did you reach this state where your insecurities you could handle and look beyond what this definition of true beauty is, and then work on something like Hyphen that you did, which comes from a very personal state of understanding business. So that.
I don't know if, of course, you know, sometimes people told me that when you smile, your nostrils flare, you have a gummy smile. I honestly liked my gummy smile. Nostrils flaring sometimes is certain things that you do are involuntary, but I also feel like that makes you.
Yeah.
You know, you look different from everyone else. So I don't think, I think I always kind of owned it. 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 I think I alwa and I feel that when I'm, for example, in my life when I'm roaming around, I don't like putting a lot of makeup. I don't. I like my skin being visible, and I've always been like that. Um, yes, I realize that you have to take care of yourself. So whether it's your skin, your hair, need to start taking care of my hair. I don't enough. But skin is something that I was always into it, but during COVID, I kind of got more into it, and I feel like. I am also a science student, so I kind of try and understand and analyze everything before I do it. And it's beautiful to understand skincare and the ingredients and what different ingredients do. And yeah, we say that what you eat is what reflects on your skin. It's true, but not everything that you eat reaches the last
Skin.
layer of your skin, the topmost layer of your skin. So you also have to nourish it from outside. And I understood that. And I tried, tested various products, ingredients on myself, realized what is working, what's missing in Indian market. I never really thought कि चलो business करते हैं, but it gave me this idea out of passion that I understand this, and why can't I have a sunscreen that's also hydrating? I don't feel like putting two. Why are there 3 different serums for brightening and removing dark spots? Why can't I get all the good ingredients in one bottle? So it started with just a baby thought, and it was an idea कि ऐसा क्यों नहीं है? And then it was like, okay, can I make this? And then I went into that. But I feel like on social media, it's just very important to kind of encourage people to not filter everything, and these standards of beauty that we've put for ourselves, that you're supposed to be looking good all the time.
Yeah.
People need to know that we have our bad days and we look really crappy, and we have to put on a lot of makeup to be able to look great in front of the camera. So you don't have all good days. And I think especially the young girls right now, there's too much pressure
Too much.
of looking a certain way. And it should not be. I feel like try not being on social media too much, and do not think that everyone's life what you see. It's not. Nobody likes posting the bad parts of your life, or parts where you're low, or you don't like your life, or
You're messy.
yeah, you don't. So that's my only advice to like young girls, to kind of be as real and as raw as you can.
I feel like your investment in the brand also comes from this, because you are very invested, of course, financially.
I'm a Leo.
Of course. But you're also someone कि आप देख रहे हो ना, feedback मिल रहा है आपको.
हाँ.
Because people have often said that celebrity invested brands, sometimes they're not as invested they feel, but I know how much you've taken feedback. And
No, I'm very invested, and I'm also very critical as a person,
Yeah.
whether it's of my own performance, of anything that I do, of
Yeah.
the products that I, create with Hyphen. So for me, when I'm getting feedback, I'm like, why? Because at the end of it, you're making it for people. And I always feel there's always scope of getting better. Whether it's your roles and your acting and your performance, there's always scope. And whether it's in your products, and I think it's great that your consumers somewhere help you in making your product better. We've relaunched, revised, reformulated versions of our initial launch, when we just launched
Yeah.
like 3 products. And then we got some feedback, and some of it made sense, and we were like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And we've reformulated, and there's no shame in that. I think it's growth.
Absolutely. In fact,
Yeah.
it shows that you're invested. They talk about women in business, and say that a lot of women also say that we are making sure that we get the space that we want, and we, like we're talking about it. But sometimes it's very difficult, because business was originally supposed to be a very male dominated
Why?
sort of. Originally, why exactly?
Women used to not work earlier in general.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but today I want to know how your experience has been, and how do you make sure that doesn't happen to you? I'm sure there must have been experiences where, where things don't go right, but how do you step on it and make sure that you get to make your point, even in rooms which have the biggest people and the biggest businessmen and everything.
I think if you come from a place of knowledge and you're actually prepared, you're not just walking in blind, it helps
Yeah.
in anything that you do. And I feel like women are great at multitasking. They're great at relationships and equations, great at handling people. They have a lot of empathy and hence a lot of understanding of, what your team people want, what everybody is, addressing. If there's an issue, everyone's voice matters. So I feel like women actually can be great entrepreneurs, and they find also solutions to problems. You'll never see a woman just saying कि अरे ये issue है क्या करें. She'll find a problem,
I agree.
a solution.
Yeah.
I think we're problem solvers in general.
Yeah.
मतलब चाहे वो मदर हो, बच्चे की प्रॉब्लम हो, कोई घर की प्रॉब्लम हो, अपनी प्रॉब्लम हो, we always find solutions.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the biggest things in entrepreneurship, where you find solutions to any problem, because there are going to be many. Skincare as a brand, we're finding solutions to different problems, So I think women are great, and you just got to own it. You got to come from a place of understanding what you're doing. So be very prepared in whatever field you're going. You need to work hard. And after that, I don't think gender matters.
Which brings me to the fact that you've represented women at a global scale now. And it was a beautiful speech. Let's talk about that moment.
Oh, UNFPA.
Of course. I remember having multiple conversations where you've asked that all women want is just an equal opportunity.
Yeah.
So I think, it was wonderful to see you up there, and you must tell me what that experience meant and that speech.
I mean, it meant a lot, because I think in my little diary of dreams that I have, it was one of them, where I want to be able to use my voice at a global level for a cause that I believe in. And I believe in gender equality. It's something that, when it's not there, it kind of really bothers me. And it's something that I've always stood up for in general, right from my home. I think my mom's also been a big influence on me when it comes to that, because she's always stood up for herself. The fact that I've always seen my parents share responsibilities. Both my parents were working, and it was a matter of pride, that my mother was also the first woman in her extended family to start working and doing a job. So for me, that's the normal that I've lived in, and that's the normal I'd like to create outside. They've always supported me in my dreams. I've never felt less than any guy. I've never felt that I can't do anything because I'm a girl. So I feel like today I'm in a position where I can sort of use my influence and voice to at least start conversations, if nothing else, to maybe inspire some girls somewhere out there, who feel like they can do so much more than what they're doing. Because I feel mostly, in a lot of times, women only don't know their worth. They don't value themselves. They put other women down. They feel like that's how they've grown up. So that's the normal, and that's how their life's supposed to be. So I feel that if I can sort of even inspire one person sitting anywhere who kind of turns around their life and does what they really want to, and genuinely believes they deserve equal opportunities, as any guy would, if we bring up our daughters and our sons in the same manner, having the same respect for both the genders, I think the world's going to be a much better place. So for me, it was a privilege to be on such a global stage of, utmost importance, with so many amazing speakers talking about health of women, which for the longest time has not even been the priority. We've not been the normal body that things are tested on. Whether it's technologies, health technologies, medicines, car safeties, it's not been tested on women. They've always used man's dummy body to test everything, and that doesn't, we want equal opportunities, but our bodies are very different.
Yeah, of course.
So this is a basic. I was still sort of fighting for it and talking about it. You know, so I'm just glad that I could sort of voice it out.
Yeah, and then
And-
safety for women. Imagine.
Yeah, and reach out to more people. And I feel that when it's about women, women need to also have a seat on the table, and that's very important. So when it's about creating technologies, medicines, anything, you gotta have equal number of women on the table to be able to understand the problem it's in the first place.
No, 100%. And like I mentioned, I think also basic rights yahan and also safety,
Yeah.
which I think through your films, you know, wherever you can, you've also spoken about it. The basic right of feeling safe when we walk in the streets.
Yeah.
One day I hope we don't have to discuss that subject anymore, isn't it, Kriti? But the reality is so far from it.
Yeah, it is. But then, I mean, all we can do is try
Yeah, of course.
and change something, and someday it will change.
It will change. We can't give up, is what I'm trying to say. Absolutely. Kriti, your sister spoke about you being protective towards you in that last line that she was
Her
saying.
being protective
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
me,
She was
yeah.
saying that ki, as a sister,
Both
I
of us
feel
are,
like-
obviously.
I know.
Yeah.
But I know you're very protective. She's asking
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
her as well. Tell me how that relationship has grown today. From the time, because, you know, as kids, you're very different. And I think as adults, you'll almost become best friends. And
Yeah,
just
that's how it
everything.
happens. The age gap doesn't exist anymore.
Doesn't exist anymore. Tell me how
when
you feel. It's important to say because she gets a chance to say something so beautiful about you. I thought we should discuss it.
No, absolutely. I feel that she's the one person who knows everything about my life. I share everything, all my secrets, all my stresses. You know, sometimes like I don't want to tell my mom about something that's bothering me or stressing me because I know that she worries a lot then and it comes on her health. And the one person who I do call then is my sister. And she checks up on me, you know, make sure that I'm okay. And at the end of it, you have one person who you can tell everything to. Now you're like, you just share, and you know that it's your safe space, and that person's there for you, looking out for you. With us now, it's not anymore like elder sister, younger sister. As you said, you know, you become best friends, and that's how it is. I feel like every time I'm going through anything in life or I'm feeling low, you know, I sort of I can sometimes keep it to myself, but then if I tell it to anybody, it's her. And she also knows I'm there for her always. I've always been extremely protective of her. And I feel that now it's like we're just best friends for life, and I'm just glad I'm going to have that one best friend for life.
So beautifully put. You've been fearless with your choices on and off screen, Kriti. I want to ask you, but is there a fear that you still have?
Fear. I have the fear of one day, what if I'm not able to perform in front of the camera? It happens because you're like, you know, sometimes magic happens and sometimes you get stuck. It's a terrible feeling when you get stuck, you know, and it's just not happening. And while you're performing, you can sense that it's not happening, and that kind of bothers you.
Correct.
And I'm someone who, you know, if I don't do it right, I take back home the scene and the day and I sulk on it, and it's terrible. So I think one of my biggest fears is that what if one day I wake up and I go on set and I'm not able to perform? I hope that day never comes. Never,
I'm
ever.
sure that'll never. Tell us more about Cocktail 2.
Cocktail 2, what do I say? You know, it's so lovely, and I feel like sometimes things happen in your life for a reason. Tere Ishq Mein was so heavy and so intense and so draining emotionally that I don't think I could have done another intense film immediately. I didn't have it in me. Like I had just emptied everything, you know, and I was wanting to do something fun, refreshing, something I hadn't done before, something, you know, sort of that I could just enjoy and have fun with. That wasn't heavy like Tere Ishq Mein. And I think Cocktail 2 just happened at this right time. I was craving for it. I wanted to go in that, you know, really young, urban, fun space of a rom-com. And yes, it's a sequel, but it's more of a vibe sequel, I feel. Like the story is completely different, the characters are completely different, the backstories are completely different.
Actors are different.
Yeah, I mean, so everything is different
Yeah.
except for the vibe of Cocktail and of course Maddox Films and Homi Adajania. So that remains as is. But it's been fun. We've shot about 2 major schedules. We're going to start another one right now in Mumbai. It's got amazing music.
Okay.
Anaita has done the clothes and the looks, and
Fab.
I think I'm looking so different from what I've ever looked, which I'm very excited about.
Okay.
And it's also very, very fresh. You know, when you watch Cocktail 1 also, something about it still feels today.
Yeah.
It doesn't make you feel like it's what, 12 years old or something.
Yeah.
You know, and you still feel like it's today's film.
Yeah. And even the casting felt like that.
Yeah, and I think that's how even this film is. It's very refreshing. The visuals are stunning. It's got a take on like modern equations and relationships. Very relevant to what it speaks about. And I've had a blast shooting with Shahid and Rashmika. And of course, Homi's mad. So his craziness kind of keeps us all going for a fun ride.
Also interesting after Teri Baaton Mein to do it with Shahid, right? Because it was such a different film.
Yeah, but finally I'm human.
And you're human. And I feel like, but उसमें भी chemistry था, but I feel this is so different. This you get to do in a different way. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I used to crib to Shahid a lot that I can't improvise with you, yeah. You know, what is this? I'm feeling so stuck and everything. And he says, nice to meet you like a human being. You know, finally we can like do things, feed off each other. And, you know, you don't have to be bound by,
Yeah.
you know, not being human.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm having too much fun. I always do when I'm chatting with you, but we're towards the end of this. I'd like to ask you a very simple question, Kriti. Again, in your sister's voice note, she mentioned about how much you have grown. I want to ask you, it's almost been 12 years of Kriti Sanon in this industry.
Has it?
If I'm not wrong,
11.
11 to 12 years,
11,
right? 11. By the end, I mean, we're in...
Now 6 months more and then it'll be 12, yeah.
So, it's interesting. I want to understand what is it of the Kriti who existed before joining the industry. What is one thing that you miss that you don't have anything in her? One thing that you retained from her. And the Kriti who's sitting in front of me, what has changed from that person to this person?
I mean, she's very... the Kriti that before joining the films was not so confident. One thing that has retained is anything that she put her mind to, she would give 100% to it.
I love that.
And if she didn't, it would really bother her. So I've always been that person. जैसा कि you know I said कि मेरा अगर एग्जाम है, मेरा कोर्स खत्म नहीं हुआ है तो प्रॉब्लम है मुझे. मेरे मार्क्स अच्छे नहीं आए हैं तो प्रॉब्लम है मुझे. So I used to feel that way and I still feel that way. So that thing has stayed the same. One thing that I miss about that Kriti, I think, what do I miss about her? I feel I mean, I am Jhalla at home, but I used to be Jhalla outside also sometimes.
The freedom
Just,
that she had.
of the little things that she could do, the little things that made her happy. You know, life was simpler then, and the non-existent social media. I mean, in general, I feel like life was simple then. So I miss that time where we didn't stick to our phones so much. We had more conversations. We had a little more real moments. Not everything was to capture on phone. When we used to watch television a lot and we used to look forward to that one serial that we were watching, come back home to it. Movie outings were like a very big deal. So I feel like I miss that time, you know, more than that Kriti. But I think that time was simpler and so was she.
Beautifully put. If I let you go, I'll have to ask you. You debuted with Mahesh Babu. And since then, I think you have the audience from all industries. who root for you. What I was coming to is that they've always asked for it. There were so many stories about you probably doing movies with Allu Arjun and Junior NTR and all of that. So that gives hope. What would you like to tell your audience from all the different industries and languages?
I mean, I would love to. I just feel like it's such an exciting time where, you know, there's so many like crossovers and we're like working in different industries. All the movies are doing well, despite of what language it is. You know, and yeah, maybe this time I can do a Tamil film and Dhanush can teach me Tamil and make fun of me when I speak in that weird accent that I would put on, because it won't be perfect for sure. But yeah, it'll be fun. I would love to do. It depends on the film, you know. At the end of it, you have to connect with the material and the character. And I would love to work with Sukumar Garu again. It's been so long, you know, when you like
Of
you mentioned the
course.
film,
I
like
know.
just brought back memories.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
and he's still at
And
it.
Allu
He's-
Arjun is, I love him as an actor. I think he's phenomenal. So if something good comes up, guys, you all can manifest. I would love to work with.
Manifest, एक person जिसका manifestation हमेशा काम आया है is yourself, by the way. I'm
That's
putting
true.
it out for you.
Maybe I should go and write in my diary.
After, yeah, in your writing, I'm going to ask you to write a few things for me as well. But on that note, thank you so much, Kriti.
Thank you.
I see what you do. I see what you're building for yourself, and I'm very, very proud of you. And I always will be.
Thank you. And I always love and enjoy our conversations.
Me too. Thanks, Krit.
Thank you.
Thank you.